Hello, and welcome back to Hitman 3 and the Death in a Family mission set in Dartmoor, England. And today we will be mopping up a few of the feats and discoveries that we missed out on the Another Death in the Family challenge, starting with obviously the shortcuts. We will then move on to Poison Ivy, the redacted challenge, because we missed one little step in that one. We will then move on to a Matter of Justice redacted challenge, because again we missed one step when we were collecting our clues. And after that we will finish up on the Don't Rock the Boat challenge for escaping the manor via a boat. So for this challenge we will be bringing with us our ever trusty lockpick, some silenced pistols, or a silenced pistol, and some coins. So right from the start, off the bat, as I've previously mentioned, this is essentially a little catch-up video because I did miss a couple of challenges when we did the Another Death in the Family assassination challenge. We mopped up about 10 or 11 challenges there, but I actually missed out on a couple because I missed a clue and I missed one step of something else. So we are going to retrace our steps basically back into the property. We are going to select our coins, throw a coin at the wall ahead of us to gain the attention of the gardener off to our left. And I should tell you now, as the gardener comes along to investigate, we will be breezing through a lot of this, as we've already been through it all once with the Another Death in the Family video. So once the gardener is investigating the coin, we can then render him unconscious, drag him into the bushes and steal his outfit. So with that now taken care of, I recommend going and grabbing the crowbar from around the side of the building, the other side to the one we're heading in, before making our way over and into the building via the bathroom on the far side here. And what we're going to do is we're going to duck in through the bathroom window. We are going to select our coins if we haven't already. We're going to drop one coin just on the floor here and throw another coin just at the window. Let's drop the coin now, there we go. We're going to hide in the closet provided while we wait for the bodyguard who is patrolling outside or guarding outside to come in and investigate. And when he sees the coin, he will move past us, enabling us to exit our hidey hole and render him unconscious. And we're only grabbing this guy's outfit for one reason, and that's to make it across the ground floor of the mansion so that we can acquire ourselves the private investigator's outfit. If you know a better way, or a faster way even, to get straight to the private investigator, I highly recommend you go for that. This is just the route I am most comfortable with. So once we have the bodyguard's outfit on, we're going to make our way across the building to the other side, which would be the east wing, I believe. And we are just going to drop a couple of coins on the floor just by the weapons crate there. We're going to close some of the doors as we've got a little bit of time ahead of us. So make sure some of the doors are nice and closed, and the private investigator will make his way into this room. He is eventually going to make his way into this room. Here he comes now. So he's going to come through this doorway and he's going to spot those coins. Well done, sir. And when he goes in to investigate, we want him to get a little bit further. That might just do. We're going to get behind him, render him unconscious. We're going to hide his body in the closet provided. There are actually two closets. If you go for the one to our right, you are likely to be spotted hiding the body. So once we have the private investigator's outfit on and our coins back in our pocket, we are now going to go and get the crowbar, which we could have got earlier. So we're going to jump straight out of the window behind us, and around to the side of the building, where we will find a few vans and some fresh produce crates, or quite a number of fresh produce crates. There's only 6 members in the household, you know. That's a lot of fruit and veg for 6 people. So once we have the crowbar, we can now make our way back into the building and into the entrance hall, and we need to engage both Alexa and the butler in conversation, but we cannot do so until Alexa approaches us. So we stand in the middle of the hallway here, and they will approach.
Tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
So it's at this point we are going to absolutely start breezing through the investigation and the collection of clues.
Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've travelled to London. Would you care for some refreshments, or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters? I prefer to get started, as you wish, if you'll follow me, sir.
So we're going to get cracking on with the investigation. We're not going to wait for the butler, we're just going to run straight on ahead because we know the way now. We're going to make our way straight to Zachary's room, and we're going to collect up the 6 pieces of evidence in here, which is the suicide note, the laptop, scan the body, scan the whiskey bottle, open the secret passage, and collect the floor plan. And by the time we've done that, hopefully, the butler will be just arriving, and he will introduce us to Zachary's room. But because we've already investigated, we can now go straight on to the next part of the dialogue.
However, Madam Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
So we can engage the butler again in conversation.
Crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madam Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madam's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here is the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madam Carlyle.
Right, so we are going to engage turbo mode once again. We're going to make our way out onto the balcony, and we're going to use our crowbar on the shortcut there. So that will get that one taken care of. That shortcut will come in handy for the escalation on Dartmoor. So with the shortcut now opened up, we're going to make our way into the next investigation room, of which there are 4 clues. So we have the keychain, the shoes, the letter and the cane collected. We're now going to use the cane to access the secret compartment room here and collect up another letter. We're going to exit this area, following our way round, all the way round in an anti-clockwise direction until we come to the next bedroom. And in here there are only 2 clues to worry about, the laptop and a letter on the buffet by the fire. There we go. We've dropped the cane, but we don't need that now, so we'll leave that there. So that is the first floor now all dealt with, and we're now going to make our way down to the ground floor, and we're going to work our way around in a anti-clockwise direction, and we're going to interrogate the family members one by one. And in most of these rooms there is also something to be scanned.
What did you think of Zachary? Trip as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexa used to be 2 of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him, then suddenly he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding customary in these circles. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death Bible. Did you see anything suspicious last night? No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
So that's one member of the family interrogated. We're now going to make our way across to the dining room, where we will find a letter on a desk, or a speech on the desk, and we're going to talk to this gentleman.
Can you tell me your whereabouts for last night? Oh yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stayed a little in. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came over night out. He'll never admit it. I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the stag's head around 8:30. If that's all, can you tell me about Zachary's behaviour last night? Certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca, they had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, mother, and the staff, all the company he had. Anything else I can do to help? Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary? I mean, apart from the fact we came here to bury our mother, she showed up alive and kicking. Zachary found dead in his bed this morning. Or perhaps the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy. And mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe.
So that's this room now cleared. We're going to make our way across into the major meeting room where the family are going to meet, and we're going to photograph the scan of the photograph even just inside the door to our right, and then outside of that room we will find some footprints, and then we're going to make our way into the menagerie room where we will find on the table another document and another suspect to engage in.
Can you tell me about yesterday evening? We didn't really see much of each other, my brother and I. I suppose it takes some of the funeral to bring us together, and even then it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 8:45. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room, and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitman? Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night? You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Anything else you feel like mentioning? I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
So that's one more room cleared. We're going to make our way back into the meeting room and interview our last 2 suspects here.
You're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective? Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect? Tell me about Zachary. Zach? Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle. But you could blame him. The only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Is that all? Anything else you'd like to tell me? Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
So we're going to slow things down and interview our primary suspect.
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else you want to know?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
So once again, back into turbo mode, and we are going to investigate the last 2 locations. The first of which will be the butler's office. And in here we have 4 items. We have the poison on the windowsill, the key on the bookshelf, the book in the fire, and the note on the table. So with that all done, that's another room clear. And that last place we will go to visit will be the greenhouse. So we're going to make our way over to the greenhouse. On our way there, we are going to grab the wrench from the fountain. We're just going to wait for this guard to move away before we lockpick our way into the greenhouse. Around to our left, and on the table here we find the boat keys. With the boat keys, we're then going to make our way over to the chemistry apparatus. We're going to grab one of the poisonous flowers and produce some poison. and that will get us the Poison Ivy challenge. And we're going to scan the book just to our right, and that is all of our clues and everything we need to do. They are done. So we're going to make our way back to the house now and engage the butler once again in conversation, if I can find him. He's wandered off somewhere. I know he's around here somewhere. Everybody give a shout out when you see the butler. Ah, I see the butler. Right, so we're going to go and meet up with the butler, and we're going to engage him in conversation.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
So he is now going to lead us to Alexa, and we can then present our evidence and accuse Emma of murder. And there is Alexa just ahead of us. But we're not going to do that right away. Once we get up onto the second floor, because we're only allowed up here with the butler's presence, we've not been able to get up here before. But we still need to take out Alexa.
Please step inside.
So once we get up here, what we're going to do is we're going to duck into Alexa's bedroom via the staff room and the changing rooms area here. We're going to select our coins in the bathroom. We're going to open the door to the bedroom as we run past, and we're going to throw a coin across the doorway onto the other side of the room there and hide behind the bath. And that should get the attention of the house member staff, or the house staff member nearest to us. He will come in to investigate, and we can then render him unconscious. We're going to hide his body in the closet provided in the changing room area. And while we're there, if we look on the footstool that we have here, which is rather large, we will find another letter. And that's I believe another clue, but a less important one. There is one more letter like that in Alexa's office. So, just making sure that the other house staff member has her back to us, we're going to make our way into the bedroom, poison the cup of tea with any of the poisons we've collected, and make our way back out and into the corridor the same way we came in. Just being aware of the enforcer outside, who will not be an enforcer once we're on the corridor. So once we've got all that done, we can then enter into Alexa's office and engage her in conversation, which does tend to draw out, so we will speed through this once again at turbo mode.
Your niece, Emma Carlyle, murdered your brother Zachary. My niece? Emma's not my niece, she's my daughter-in-law. And your niece. Emma is the illegitimate child of your late older brother Montgomery, who you and Zachary killed 46 years ago. That's preposterous. You asked me to find out what happened to Zachary. Would you rather not know? No. No, go on. I found a letter from Emma's mother Jane, who was the fiancée of your older brother at the time of his death. She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlyle empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emma to reclaim what she lost. Marry your heir Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlyle empire for her bloodline generations to come. Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane. She is. Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future of the Carlyles. Montgomery wasn't cut out to take over from father. All heart and no balls. Emma used the funeral gathering to speed up her installment as the lady of the house, seizing the opportunity to stage Zachary's suicide. She did her homework, used a poison made from one of Zachary's rare plants, found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor to gain access to his room through a secret passage. That scheming bitch. More than you think. I found proof that she will try to poison you next. Well, I'll have to take care of that. Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed.
I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
I say give me the files.
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Edwards, the constant. But how do you... Oh, I see. I expected you might show up, but to kill me, not help me. I've been wrong on so many things lately, so why not this one? I will give you the file on Edwards, you've earned it. I don't suppose I could convince you to deal with my daughter-in-law now you're here. I would like to see her dead. No? What a shame. I'll have to see to it some other way then. The file you want is in the safe. God, I hope you get Edwards and make him hurt. I need some privacy. Thank you.
So that will get us the Matter of Justice challenge. We're going to collect up our files.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carlyle.
I already have, Diana. So our next objective is to get the hell out So we're going to make our way all the way back down to the ground floor, and we want to go out through the back doors. Any of them will do, there are a number of them. And we're going to head back towards the greenhouse, but just off to the left of the greenhouse. You can see off in the distance there the two wall or pillars between the hedges, and just beyond them we find the boat exit. So all we've got to do now is wait for Alexa to sample her poison tea and promptly drop down dead.
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
So there we go, that's a few of the feats and discoveries that we missed out on in the another death in the family video. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.